My covering was meant for you to soar, is the spirit message. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. I am Mystic Alchemy. Thank you for being here. Okay. I see a caterpillar in my mind. You know how there's a time lapse and it's sped up and you see like a flower bloom or a caterpillar turn into a butterfly? That's what I'm seeing in my mind. Okay. I heard backtracking from the past to the present. The present leads to the future. Okay. So you were covered. You were covered many times in your life. There were instances where things could have went left and you were spared because your life is purposeful. Okay, so you have to be here because you have to fulfill your mission, the reason for you being. Okay, whatever that may be, it will be different for everyone. Okay. I'm hearing that song. Oh, spread your wings and fly, butterfly. I'm hearing that song in my mind. Okay. It's like telling you to go. It's telling you it's time. This message, you'll know if it's for you because it will resonate and you know what I'm talking about. Because there's something very specific in which you want to do. You haven't done it yet. And Spirit is saying, it's time. Soar. It's time to fly. It's time to go. Have you ever seen an eagle soar in the sky? It looks so good. It's like literally wings spread, allowing the wind to just move them about. Kind of like how a kite is carried by the wind. That's the same energy. It's like Spirit is saying, I carry you. You just have to go in action. You have to move. But I will carry you. Allow me to carry you. Yes, it could be a little nerve-wracking, but just trust. Trust in yourself. And the more trust you have in yourself, the more trust you have in your motion. Because in the direction in which you choose, it will feel right to you. It will feel right. Sometimes your nerves will be bad and you're going to be nervous. If you're nervous and you still feel like you should go, you should go. But if Spirit is telling you don't go, of course don't go. But the key is to follow what you truly feel inside. Whatever you feel is right, that's the direction in which you go. And sometimes it might not always go how you want it to go. However, there's a lesson there that you're supposed to learn. You're meant to learn a lesson. So if you go in a direction and it doesn't work out how you expected it to, don't think that it was a loss because it was meant to go that way on purpose. Okay, it was meant to go that way because there's a lesson attached to the destination that you led yourself to that you were meant to learn. You have to go through the motion to actually learn the lessons, regardless of if you feel like that was a bad move. Sometimes the bad moves that you perceive as bad are the best ones. They're the best ones. You get the most out of them, and that's the whole point of life. If you don't make mistakes, how would you grow? That would be very safe. It would be very safe. A little too safe, because I heard being too safe is like someone who's sheltered, someone who is coddled too much, and then they don't really know much. They're too locked into lacking understanding. So you don't want to be someone who lacks understanding. You want to be someone who understands, because the more you understand, the more you can shift energy, the more you can be a bridge to voids, because there's many voids that need to be filled and there's no one to fill them. However, there are individuals to fill them. They just don't know that they're meant to fill voids. And there's many voids. Okay? That's why there's so much spiritual work to do, because there's so many voids. And there's particular people that can discern and decode the stream of consciousness from the collective consciousness that instructs them on what to do, but their energy is convoluted with too many distractions, too many substances. I feel like I didn't say that right the first time. Excuse me. Also, just, it could also be like the emotional state, because when one is depressed or overstressed, overworked, there's a blockage there as well, because so much on the mind can cause a block for the crown, and the crown can't connect to the collective consciousness in order to get the information you need to understand your, how can I say, divine action that you could take that will lead you to your destiny. The divine action that you take will lead you to your destiny. It's just about decoding the information that is streamed to you and then acting on it. And each action you take will lead you to a place. And eventually you will get to where you know it's right. It's just that throughout those, how can I say, throughout those pathways of thought, each time you explore, you learn some more. So there's lessons. It's kind of like when one goes to like college or any type of school, and there's foundational learning. Like, you must know multiplication and division before you get to algebra. You have to, because if you don't, then you won't understand. It's foundational. So these streams of consciousness that you receive, they're prerequisites to your future. And they're tailored to you. Not everyone gets the same messages, because you are you. Your fingerprints are different. Your experience are different. These streams are literally streamed to you because you are meant to understand them. Everyone doesn't get the same streams. However, there are multiple people that can decode the stream. So there goes that part. But there's just so many people that are meant to fill voids, which I feel as though you have gotten to that point where you have begun to decode, and you weren't there before. However, to continue on with the side note, that was a bit long, but there's many individuals that are meant to fill these voids, that create the bridge to make the change. They're inactive and they're not moving in the direction in which they're meant to, because there's too much going on and they can't pay attention. So yes, you taking time with yourself and focusing on yourself the way you do, it is one of the most beautiful, rewarding aspects of life that one could experience. And that is the ultimate contribution to society. It comes directly from your soul. So that is it for this message. If you deem this energy as suitable to walk with you or continue to walk with you in your spiritual journey, drop it down in the comments below. 888, I declare this is an aspect of my love. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you feel in my vibe, especially if this message does resonate with you. To book a healthy conversation, you can by visiting www.milkhoneyRose.org. Also, you can join the membership here on YouTube to gain access to additional content. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next one.